Today's class will discuss about Fourier expansion of odd functions. So Joseph Fourier, when he did the experiment heat conduction on a metal plate, he had the solution in this form, that is a naught by 2 plus summation a n cos of n pi by lx plus b n sin of n pi by lx, but he was not successful in getting the formula for a naught, a n and b n. So it was Euler who gave the formula for a naught, a n and b n. So a naught is 1 by L or 1 by 2L integral a to a plus 2L f of x dx, a n 1 by L or 1 by 2L integral a plus 2L f of x cos of n pi by Lx dx, b n 1 by 2L integral a plus 2L f of x sin of n pi by Lx dx. So Euler has given the formula for a naught, a n, b n, where n is a positive integer, and it was Dirichlet who proposed the conditions for the function to be equivalent to the series form. So it was Dirichlet who gave the conditions for the function to be in the series form. The first condition is that f of x is periodic. Second condition, continuous or discontinuous. If it is discontinuous, it has finite number of discontinuities, 0 maxima, 0 minima, or finite number of maxima and finite number of minima. Now we have the then I have discussed this in the last class. So Fourier series is a combined work of Joseph Fourier, Euler and Dirichlet. So this is in general. In some textbooks it will be 1 by L or 1 by 2L. So both are correct, but in syllabus you will get a problem from any of these four cases. I have given the formula for all these closed intervals in last week. 0 to L minus LL, 0 to pi minus pi pi. Then for all the problems we will be using Bernoulli rule of integration. Integral uv uv1 minus u dash v2 plus u double dash v3 minus u triple dash v4 plus etc. Sin of n pi 0 when n is an integer, cos of n pi minus 1 whole power n when n is an integer. So these three will be using in all the problems. A function f of x is said to be odd if f of minus x is same as minus f of x. A function f of x is said to be even if f of minus x equals f of x. If you are getting back the same function, it is even. If you are getting minus of f of x, it is odd. So given a problem, you have to discuss whether it is odd or even, and you should remember these three. A product of two odd functions is even, product of an odd and even function is odd, product of two even functions is even. Odd functions are symmetric about the origin, even functions are symmetric about the y-axis. So then open interval, x belongs to open interval minus pi pi means x lies strictly between minus pi and pi. It doesn't take the n points. X belongs to closed interval minus pi pi means x takes the n points, and it can also be one of the values between minus pi and pi. Now today's class we will see the Fourier expansion of odd function. Definition: a function f of x defined in open interval minus LL is said to be odd if f of minus x equals minus of f of x for all x in open interval minus LL. That is, if you replace x by minus x, if you are getting minus of the function, it means it is odd. Say for example x cube etc. Sin of minus theta is minus sin theta, tan of minus theta is minus tan theta. So these are all odd functions. If you sketch the graphs of y equals x, from the graph you can make it out it is symmetric about the origin, and if you see the graph of sin x, it is also symmetric about the origin. So these two are odd functions. From the graph you can say that it is an odd function. Now we will see the Fourier expansion of the odd function. We know that Fourier expansion of f of x in open interval minus L is f of x converging to a naught by 2 plus summation 1 to infinity a n cos of n pi by Lx plus Bn sin of n pi by Lx, where a naught is 1 by L integral minus L to L f of x dx, an 1 by L integral minus L to L f of x cos of n pi by Lx dx, Bn 1 by L integral minus L to L f of x sin of n pi by Lx dx, where n is a positive integer. So this is by case 3. So let's see what happens when the function is odd. So a naught, what is a naught? 1 by L integral minus L to L f of x dx. If f of x is odd, the value of this integral is 0. Given an odd function, integral minus L to L f of x dx is 0. Then if you take an 1 by L integral minus L to L f of x cos of n pi by Lx dx. So f of x is odd, cos function is even, product of an odd and even function is odd, so the integration of the odd function is 0. By property of the definite integrals, integral minus L to L of an odd function is 0. So a naught is 0, an is 0. Coming to Bn, 1 by L integral minus L to L f of x sin of n pi by Lx dx. F of x is odd, sine function is odd, product of two odd functions is even. So if the function is even, by property of definite integrals, it is integral minus L to L is 2 times 0 to L. I repeat, if the function is even, integral minus L to L of that function is 2 times 0 to L f of x sin of n pi by Lx dx. So Fourier expansion of the odd function in open interval minus L is f of x converging to summation Bn sin of n pi by Lx. So odd function a naught is 0, an is 0, so you only have Bn. So where Bn is 2 by L integral 0 to L f of x sin of n pi by Lx dx, where n is a positive integer. So you learn this formula. The theory is not there. You will be asked only the problems from odd function. So learn only the formula, that is whatever I have written in the box. Fourier expansion of odd function in minus L open interval minus L. Similarly, Fourier expansion of odd function in open interval minus pi. If I replace L by pi, L is pi, so pi both in the numerator and denominator, it gets cancelled. So here also L is pi is there in both numerator and denominator, it gets cancelled. So Fourier expansion of odd function f of x in open interval minus pi is f of x converges to summation Bn sin of nx, where Bn L is pi, so 2 by pi integral 0 to pi f of x sin of nx dx. Then now we will get into the problems. So learn these two for doing the problem. So don't have to learn the theory behind this. It's enough if you learn the prerequisites which I have given in the first 2 pages, definition of odd function, definition of even function, and the formula. The Fourier expansion of odd and Fourier expansion of odd function in minus L and odd function in minus pi. Now we will get into the first question. Expand f of x minus k from minus pi to 0, k from 0 to pi as a Fourier series. Deduce that 1 minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 minus etc. equals pi by 4. So you see the question. You are asked to expand f of x as a Fourier series. F of x is defined in the interval minus pi, the lowest endpoint, pi, the highest endpoint. So interval minus pi. So from so now whenever you have a function defined in the interval minus pi, find out whether it is odd or even. So you can sketch the graph. If you sketch the graph, it will be easy for us to find. So what is given? F of x is k plus k from 0 to pi minus k from minus pi to 0. So in the graph you have minus pi, 0, pi. From 0 to pi, f of x is k. This dotted line represents k. From minus pi to 0, f of x is minus k. This dotted line represents minus k. So from the graph you can make out that it is symmetric about the origin. From the graph it is clear that it is symmetric about the origin. Therefore it is an odd function. Or you can find from the definition, f of minus x, you are getting minus of f of x, so it is an odd function. So you whenever you if you have a seen odd and even function, you find out from the graph will answer for all the problems. I repeat, whenever you have to find odd or even, always sketch the graph and find out. It will answer for all the questions and you will find it easy also. And now that we know that it is an odd function, Fourier expansion of odd function in open interval minus pi is the formula f of x summation bn sine of nx, where bn is 2 by pi integral 0 to pi f of x sine of nx dx, where n is a positive integer. So from 0 to pi, f of x is k. 0 to pi, f of x is k. So 2 by pi integral 0 to pi k sine of nx dx, that is 2k by pi. So integral sine, k is a constant, so you take it out, 2k by pi integral 0 to pi sine of nx dx. So integral sine is minus cos, so minus cos of nx by n from 0 to pi. So 2k by pi integral sine is minus cos of nx by n from x equals 0 to pi. So now when x takes the upper limit, cos n pi, when x takes a lower limit, cos 0. So 2k by pi minus 1 by n of x cos of n pi minus cos 0. We know that cos n pi is minus 1 whole power n. So minus 1 whole power n minus 1. So take minus inside. So 2k by n pi, minus of minus plus. So it will become 1 minus minus 1 whole power n. Now, so bn, what is bn? 2k by n pi, 1 minus minus 1 whole power n. So whenever you have the bracket term, whenever you have the combination 1 plus or minus minus 1 whole power n, you have to discuss two cases, odd and even n. Whenever you have the combination 1 plus or minus minus 1 whole power n, you have to discuss two cases, odd n and even n. So when n is even, when n is 2, minus 1 whole square is 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. So bn is 0 when n is even. When n is odd, minus 1. So 1 minus of minus 1 is 2. So 2k by n pi into 2, that is 4k by n pi. So when n is odd, bn is 4k by n pi. When n is even, bn is 0. Now write the formula. Fourier expansion of odd function f of x in open interval minus pi is f of x converging to summation 1 to infinity bn sine of nx. What is bn? 4k by n pi sine of nx. So take 4k by pi out and you know that bn exists only when n is odd. So lower limit of summation 1, 3, 5 etc. to infinity. So 4k by pi summation, since bn exists only for odd n equals 1, 3, 5 etc. to infinity, sine of nx by n. Then the next step, I have expanded the summation. If n is 1, sin x. If n is 3, 1 by 3 sin 3x. If n is 5, 1 by 5 sin 5x plus etc. So we have the Fourier expansion of the given function. So we have the Fourier expansion of the given function. So what is a graph of the given function? It is a square wave. You see the graph, it is a square wave. So square wave is expressed as a sum of the sine waves. F of x is a square wave, is expressed as sum of the sine waves. So This problem is famously called as Gibbs phenomena. Gibbs phenomena led to the development of Fourier series. So Fourier series is a work of many people. There are many people behind the Fourier series. So we know that f of x converges to, why we say converges to, because for some value of n, f of x will be, the square wave will be closer and closer to the sum of the sine waves. I repeat, for some value of n, the square wave of f of x will be closer and closer to sum of the sine waves. We don't know for which value of n it happens. It can happen for any n. We only know that n is a positive integer, but we don't know for which value of n the square wave of f of x is equal to the sum of the sine waves. That is why we say converges. So this problem led to the development of Fourier series. It is famously called as Gibbs phenomena. Now you are asked to prove that 1 minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 minus etc. equals pi by 4. So whenever you are asked to deduce or prove that or show that, take the Fourier expansion as 1, and whatever you have to prove, take it as 2. Whenever you have to prove that, show that, deduce that, take the Fourier expansion as 1. Whatever you have to prove, take it as 2. So now compare the series part. Compare the series part. So from 1 and 2, what should be x? Guess the value of x. This comes only by trial and error. If x is 0, generally we go for x 0, pi by 2, pi, 2 pi, like that. So if x is 0, sine 0 is 0. If x is pi, sine pi 0, sine 3 pi 0, sine 5 pi 0. So no use. Take x as pi by 2, sine pi by 2 1, sine 3 pi by 2 minus 1, sine 5 pi by 2 1. So you are getting this series 1 minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 minus etc. So we have by trial and error x equals pi by 2, which is definitely a point in the interval, minus pi. Now f of x, since it is a point in the open interval minus pi, so f of x is continuous. It is also defined at x equals pi by 2. So if it is defined, do the substitution. Take x as pi by 2 in 1. So what is f of pi by 2? You see the graph. What is f of pi by 2? Or you can see the question. F pi by 2 is between 0 and pi. F of pi by 2 is k. Pi by 2 is between 0 and pi. F of pi by 2 is k. So it is, so f of pi by 2 is k. So k equals 4k by pi into sine pi by 2 plus 1 by 3 sine 3 pi by 2 plus 1 by 5 sine 5 pi by 2 plus etc. So sine pi by 2 1, sine 3 pi by 2 minus 1, sine 5 pi by 2 1 minus etc. So k, you have k on both sides. F of pi by 2 is k. So k gets cancelled. So you will get 1 minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 minus etc. equals pi by 4. So the sum to infinity of the alternating series is pi by 4. So Fourier series is also used to find sum to infinity of a series. Now we will see another problem. Find the Fourier x series representing the function f of x equals 0, minus 2 to 0, a 0 to 2. So you have a function f of x defined in the interval minus 2, the lowest endpoint, to the highest endpoint. So sketch the graph. Whenever you, whatever be the function, you sketch the graph, it will be easy for you to find odd or even. So from minus 2 to 0, it is 0. The line is darkened. From 0 to 2, it is a. This line is darkened. From minus 2 to 0, f of x is 0. It is darkened. From 0 to 2, f of x is a. So from the graph, it is clear that neither symmetric about the origin nor symmetric about the y-axis. It is very clear that neither symmetric about the origin nor symmetric about the y-axis. So neither odd nor even. So if you have neither odd nor even, use case 3. What is the function Fourier? What is case 3? Fourier series of f of x in open interval minus L L f of x converging to a naught by 2 plus summation 1 to infinity a n cos of n pi by L x plus b n sin of n pi by L x. So where a naught is 1 by L integral minus L to L f of x dx, a n 1 by L integral minus L to L f of x cos of n pi by L x dx, b n 1 by L integral minus L to L f of x sin of n pi by L x dx, where n is a positive integer. Now L is 2. What is L in the problem? 2. So everywhere you have to replace L by 2. So f of x is defined in open interval minus 2 to. So the Fourier series or Fourier expansion, Fs means Fourier series, Fe Fourier expansion. So f of x converging to a naught by 2 plus summation 1 to infinity a n cos of n pi by 2x plus b n sin of n pi by 2x, where a naught is 1 by 2 integral minus 2 to 2 f of x dx. So how f of x is defined? 0 from minus 2 to 0, and f of x is a from 0 to 2. So how f of x is defined in the question? 0 from minus 2 to 0, a from 0 to 2. So the first integral is 0. So the second integral a by 2 integral 0 to 2 1 into dx, that is x. So x varying from 0 to 2. When x takes the upper limit 2, it is 2. When x takes the lower limit 0, it is 0. So 2a by 2 is a. So the Euler constant a naught is a. Then a n 1 by 2 integral L is 2. So 1 by 2 integral minus 2 to 2 f of x cos of n pi by 2x dx. So how f of x is defined? You see the question. How f of x is defined? 0 from minus 2 to 0, a from 0 to 2. So it is minus 2 to integral minus 2 to 0, f of x is 0, integral 0 to 2, f of x is a. So first integral is 0. So second integral a by 2 integral x equals 0 to 2 cos of n pi by 2x dx, integral cos is sine. So a by 2 sine of n pi by 2x by n pi by 2 from 0 to 2. So that is integral cos of n pi by 2 is sine of n pi by 2x by n pi by 2. So a by 2 reciprocal 2 by n pi, sine of n pi by 2 into 2 the upper limit minus sine of n pi by 2 into 0. So sine n pi 0, sine 0 is 0. So a n is 0. Sin n pi 0, sin 0 0. So a n is 0. b n 1 by 2 integral minus 2 to 2 f of x sin of n pi by 2x dx. So f of x is 0 from x from minus 2 to 0. F of x is a, x from 0 to 2. So the first integral is 0. So second one a by 2 integral 0 to 2 sine of n pi by 2x dx, integral sine minus cos, integral sine minus cos. So a by 2 minus cos of n pi by 2x by n pi by 2. So a by 2 2 by n pi into minus I have taken it out. So minus a by 2 2 by n pi cos of n pi by 2 into 2 minus cos of n pi by 2 into 0. I repeat, a by 2 first integral is 0, second integral a by 2 integral 0 to 2 sine of n pi by 2x dx, integral sine minus cos of n pi by 2x by the coefficient of x, that is n pi by 2, x varying from 0 to 2. So minus a by 2 into 2 by n pi. If x is 2, cos of n pi by 2 into 2 minus, if x is 0, cos 0. So cos n pi minus cos 0. So 2 gets cancelled, minus a by n pi, cos n pi minus cos 0. So take minus inside, a by n pi, 1 minus cos n pi. So what is cos n pi? Minus 1 whole power n. So it is bn equals a by n pi 1 minus of minus 1 whole power n. N is a positive integer. So whenever you have this combination 1 plus or minus minus 1 whole power n, discuss odd and even case. So if n is even, minus 1 whole square is 1, so it is 0, the bracket term is 0. If n is odd, the minus 1 whole power 1 is minus 1, so you will get 2a by n pi. If n is even, minus 1 whole square is 1, so 1 minus 1 is 0, so bn is 0 when n is even. If n is odd, bn is a by n pi into 2, so 2a by n pi. So when I repeat, whenever you have this combination 1 plus or minus minus 1 whole power n, discuss odd and even case. So here bn is 0 when n is even, bn is 2a by n pi when n is odd. So write the Fourier expansion formula f of x converging to a naught by 2 plus summation 1 to infinity a n cos of n pi by 2x plus b n sin of n pi by 2x. We have got a naught as a n as 0, and b n exists only for odd n. So a by 2, a naught is a, so a by 2, a n is 0, bn exists only for odd n, so summation 1 3 5 etc. to infinity bn sin of n pi by 2x. So now because since bn exists only for odd n, so n equals 1 3 5 etc. to infinity. Now a by 2 plus what is bn? 2a by n pi sin of n pi by 2x. The next step, I have taken 2a by pi out. See what is bn? 2a by n pi. You see here what is bn? 2a by n pi. So summation 2a by n pi sin of n pi by 2x. So 2a by pi I have taken it out. So a by 2 plus 2a by pi summation n equals 1 3 5 etc. to infinity 1 by n sin of n pi by 2x. Expand the summation 1 sin pi by 2x plus 1 by 3 sin 3 pi by 2x plus 1 by 5 sin 5 pi by 2x plus etc. Then or you can replace n by 2n minus 1. See, this completes the answer. In some textbooks it will be given even this way. If n, when you know that it exists only for odd n, replace n by 2n minus 1. When you don't know that an or bn exists only for odd n, replace n by 2n minus 1. So summation 1 to infinity 1 by 2n minus 1 sin of 2n minus 1 pi by 2x. So this is the solution. I have drawn a line. So in case if they ask you show that, then you should know to reduce. So in problems, in case if they ask you to show that the Fourier expansion of f of x equals this form, you should know to do that. That is why I am telling. So if you know that an or bn exists for odd n, replace n by 2n minus 1. If you know that an or bn exists for even n, replace n by 2n. So the answer can also be a by 2 plus 2a by pi summation 1 by 2n minus 1 sin of 2n minus 1 pi by 2x, where n varies from 1 to infinity. So both the solutions are correct.